high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We're going to get started here in under a minute. Welcome to today's live stream. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Alrighty. So, it turns out I went ahead and purchased the Fenix. Okay, I went ahead and purchased the Fenix A320 and the A319 and the A321 expansion pack as well. So I've got 3 new aircrafts in my fleet. And I have to say, this is probably, this is among the best aircraft for the flight sim for sure. This is definitely up there. If not the best, it is among the best aircraft for the entire flight sim. Okay, there we go. Let's get some head movement going on there. But it's definitely among the best aircraft for the flight sim. And I can't believe I didn't purchase this earlier. I really should have. I've been missing out. This aircraft is freaking awesome. So yeah, today we're going to be flying the Fenix A320. Okay, this is the base A320 package. And we're going to be flying this guy from New York. We're currently at JFK. This is the default handcrafted airport in Microsoft Flight Sim for JFK, which doesn't look too bad at all. And in the distance off there to the distance, we can see the city of New York. Okay, very, very good. There's our lovely little JetBlue aircraft with the I think it's called the Monster, the Red Monster or Blue Monster, I don't know. One of those liveries for Red Sox. It's a Red Sox livery basically. So yeah, that's what we're going to fly towards Boston today. We're going to fly to Boston Logan International Airport. And that's going to be a little bit of fun today. There is another A320 right here. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. Alright, anyway. Without further delay, let's jump in here and get this flight going. It's a short flight today, so we are really not in a rush. I have never landed this aircraft, so let's see how different it is to land this aircraft compared to the fly-by-wire or the Inibil's A320 Neo that comes with the Microsoft Flight Sim. So let's have a bit of fun today, shall we? All right. That being said, let me jump into the aircraft and get things started here before it gets too late. Alrighty. Okay, we're in cold and dark. Everything is switched off, as you can tell. I don't know what it is. Something about the frame rate ain't right. I mean, I've been having issues with this. I've been having issues with the frame rate. I don't know what it is. It's not exactly smooth. Something isn't right. Something just isn't right. I don't know what it is, but something isn't right. Anyway, whatever. We work with what we have, right? We work with what we have. Okay. First things first, let's actually fire up the tablet here so I can have a look at what's going on. Fenix, tap to import from SimBrief. Yes, please. Okay, KJF to KBoss, livery and SimBrief units mismatch. Your SimBrief plan uses weights in kilograms, but your current livery is set to pounds. Your aircraft has been changed to kgs, okay? Your plan has an off block time 3 hours. Okay. Alright, dismiss all of that. That's fine. So we are working in kgs today, as we should in an Airbus aircraft anyway, so. What is going on today? There is just way too much. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just close all of this up. To close this up. Maybe that will help. I don't know. But anyway, whatever. GPU is connected. Chocks and columns are on at the moment. We've got cabin lighting here. We've got it on 100% at the moment. Cabin visibility is up. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it like this. Let's go up overhead and get things started. Okay, we'll go up overhead. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, batteries on. External power on. Cruise oxygen supply on. ground control for the recorder on. Emergency lights armed. Dome light a little bit on there. Overhead integer or whatever, integrated light or integer lights. It's integrated lights. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, on. Seatbelt signs on. No smoking on. Nav and logo lights to position number 1. I'll do 2. Strobe lights to automatic. Everything else can pretty much remain off at the moment. We don't really need to do anything else here. So let's come back down to RFMG C. We're gonna do that. Okay, we got a, what are we saying? Flight control, speed brake, disagree, smoke detector fault, or whatever that is. Bunch of stuff going on here. Speed brake lever. Oh yeah. I don't know what that is about. That's okay. Parking brake is on. Never seen this before. Everything is looking good. Okay, let's come back down here. All right, let's get this started up. In it, we're gonna request our route first, and let's go to GSX. Let me request boarding here. Now, before I do, I need to go check in the tablet. If we come to sim settings, come to GSX, we've got synchronized stuff, right? Mass and balance. We can just do it from here, right? Yeah, load aircraft. GSX fast, GSX boarding and refueling. Let's do that. Come on. There we go. We've started boarding. And the jetway is already connected there. What was going on? There we go. Jetway is reconnecting properly. And our boarding processes will begin shortly. Cargo doors are opening. Brilliant. We've got everything going as we should. Excellent. Let's come back in here. Go back down here. Flight number for the day. What is your flight number? I'll use the flight number B6 1318. How about that? B6 1318. That is an actual flight of JetBlue from New York to Boston, but I believe it's a wrong time. Cost index. What is the cost index for today? Let's have a look at it. It's given a 21. That is a very low cost index. I don't know. It's too low, man. Let's fly at 40. Let's fly with a cost index of 40. Cruising altitude for today is given at 21,000 feet. I'll take it. That's okay. 210. That is fine. That is fine. We got our weight and balance and all of that. We're gonna send it directly from the tablet once the boarding part is finished. So I'm just gonna leave this for the time being. All right. Flight plan. Merit KBOS. Okay. Very simple flight plan today from KJFK. Departure. We're taking off from runway 22R. And we'll use JFK 5 as our departure there. Nothing else. Very simple. Then let's go to Boston. Arrival in Boston is going to be into 33 left using the ILS. And using the Star Roebuck 3. Are we using a transition today? I mean, technically we're using the transition of Merit. But yeah, there you go. This is pretty much it. Let's clear that. Clear this. Oh, we need to remove the manual for that. Okay. Anything else? Manual and then flight plan discontinuity again. And back in there. This is okay. This is okay. As a matter of fact, it's actually okay. As far as I'm concerned. I might want to remove the manual stuff. You know, let me just remove it. Let me just remove it. We've got ourselves. Is anybody in the chat? Let me have a look at the chat. No one's in the chat. Never mind. Nobody's in the chat, man. Nobody's in the chat. Clear that. Let me clear that as well. That's fine. We're gonna insert all of this. There you have it. Let's go outside and see if our passengers have started boarding. Oh, there's not a clear jetway. Do I have GSX jetways installed here? I don't I? Refueling is happening though. As you can tell, the fueling truck is here and he's refueling right here. Let's see how that's going by taking a look at the tablet. Fuel capacity, yeah, he's almost done. He's just about done right there. Yeah, he's done right now. Check that out, he's done. So this guy is done fueling at the moment. Step climbs, JFK directly 210 is the only thing that we're doing today. Alright guys. Sounds great. I'm just waiting for this guy to bugger off now. He should get lost. Come on, there we go. You're done refueling, mate. Yep, close that up and get on out of here. Thank you for your service, sir. Get on out of here. Come on now. Bugger off. I mean, I can't believe you use GSX just to get a little bit of this. I mean, Microsoft Flight Sim should have ground services in there. What is going on with the frame rates today? Why is it so poor? It is piss poor. I don't know what's going on. Look at that. Okay, anyway. Just gonna go back in there. Cargo still hasn't been loaded yet, so we're gonna come in here. If we take a look at the flight plan, I think everything is looking okay. So let's go to performance. We've got a bunch of data here. We can calculate that from right here. Departure performance, let's sync all of that stuff. Let's sync live weather. We'll calculate that. We're gonna send it directly to the McDo. And there you go. 51, 51, 56. Flaps 2. No, I'm going flaps 1. I'm going flaps 1. Flaps 1 up 0.2. I can do that. Up 0. What? Oh, I can't move this yet. Yeah, I can't move this yet. Okay. Next phase. That's all fine. That's all fine. We'll take a look at this as we come into land. We'll set up the data there, and that's pretty much it. Okay, flight plan is right here, and press the progress page here. We do need to set this up, so I'm gonna leave it like this for the time being. Okay, let's come down here. Oh, good lord. Come down here, IRS. What's going on here? Oh my god. I forgot to align the IRS, guys. Might be the dumbest thing I've ever done. I skipped that out. Nonetheless, not a big issue. We are not a big issue. I knew there was something wrong with the way how that FMC was looking right there, but there we go. IRS. Yeah, I'm not. Let me just do that. Yeah. Confirm that alignment, and that will bring us. It's not going to bring us anything in terms of flight plan here, so I think I'm going to have to wait till we're just going to have to wait till I finish this up. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this first. Okay, that's great. Alright, what else do I need to do here? What else do I need to do here? Let's see. I have no idea what else I need to do. Okay. Let's come up here. Come on. IRS alignment about 7 minutes. Good lord. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the frame rates today, but something is funky. Something is funky and fishy today. Something is funky and fishy today. Okay, cargo is being loaded. Let's take a look at that. There we go. Cargo is being loaded. I love Fenix, man. This tablet is so good. It works so beautifully with GSX as well. I don't need to worry about a damn thing. This is a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. Unlike PMDG where GSX goes crazy. This is a beautiful, beautiful synchronization. Yeah, there's something wrong with the frame rates today, guys. it is not as smooth as I would like it to be. Let me check my settings. Exposure, I've put that down. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. Max frame rate is used. NVIDIA DLSS is on. Frame generation, right? And dynamic settings is off. Yeah, this is pretty much on ultra with a few things turned down, like motion blur and airport traffic and aircraft traffic. Oh god. Yeah, this is correct. This is correct. Glass cockpit. Wait, why is this on high? Isn't this supposed to be on medium? Glass cockpit refresh rate is supposed to be on medium. It's not supposed to be on high. I don't understand. Anyway, that's done. So I don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem is. Okay. Maybe if I get rid of max frame rates. I mean, I already have a max frame rates applied at the NVIDIA control panel, so I don't know. Anyway, the frame rates seem to be a little bit funny today, but it's not too terrible, so we can still fly, but it is pretty bad today. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, cargo loading in progress, ladies and gentlemen, and passengers are also being boarded, so let's go ahead and we need to start up that APU there. So we need to start that up. Gonna leave these I'll leave this one on here. Okay, let me leave that on. This is still aligning. It's gonna take a while. Our altitude today is supposed to be 21,000 feet, so I'm just gonna put that in advance. And our barometric pressure is the local pressure of 29.91. Let me double check the barometric pressure here. Barometric pressure is 29.90 according to current meter, but that's okay. I think I'll go with it. Okay, 4 more minutes for IRS. Passenger boarding, what are we looking at in terms of passenger boarding? It's completed. Cargo is still going on. Fueling completed. Okay. Cool. Final crate of cargo being loaded. On this side, at least. Okay. Come on, Mr. Cargo Loader. Come on. We need to turn the nose to the right when we taxi today. When we push back today, my bad. Come on, finish up loading so I can send these to the McDo. There we go. We finished loading there. Finished loading here in the tanks. Finished with that. Everything is exactly how we planned it today. So I'm going to send this to the McDo. There we have it. That is done. All right. So we've got our VNAV coming to life right there, which is exactly what we want. Performance is still looking good. That is brilliant. What a great aircraft. What a great aircraft. Okie dokie. Now we're just waiting for 2 minutes for this alignment to happen. And as soon as that finishes up, you can go ahead and request our pushback. Now I'm just checking the sim settings here. Where on earth is the IRS align time? I want to know what the IRS align time is. Where is the IRS align time? Okay. I don't know where the IRS align time is. Quite frankly, I have no idea where it is. Alright. Okay. Oh, we still need it though. We still need it. We need it for... We need it for the cabin lighting, which we're going to turn off in a bit. Oh, come on, Mr. IRS. 1 more minute, it says, and then we should be good to go. Okay. IRS alignment is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, with us, IRS has been aligned. Fantastic news for us. Okay, let's now go ahead and request GSX. Prepare for pushback and departure. Did we press that? Yes, let that happen. We've got manage mode available on speed, heading, altitude. That is exactly what we like to see. Let's go ahead and turn this to nav. Let's put that down for the time being. That is looking okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and arm our speed brake here. Let's go ahead. Our TCAS should be off at the moment. Let me take a look at this pedestal. TCAS should be off for the moment. It's on standby. That's perfect. That's perfect. Then we also... Oh, why are the lights not on? Let's have that on. Let's have a bit of the floodlight. Not too much. Let's have a bit of the floodlight. Not too much. Right here is good. And then let's have this one on weather. This one and this one, it can wait. You know what? We'll leave it like this. Yeah, these two can... Okay, that's an automatic. That's an automatic. Okay, so these two can wait. Who the heck is driving that damn thing behind me? Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay, we need to get rid of the chokes. That is something I forgot. We need to get rid of that. We need to get rid of the GPU too, by the way. To do that too. Okay, fantastic. Now let's come back here. Cabin lighting. That's good. Okay, so pushback should start any second. What's going on here? Mr. Pushback. Okay, let me see what's going on with the pushback. Continue pushback. Nose to the right is what we want. Let's go ahead and release our parking brake. Let's turn on the beacon lights here. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. Okay, everything else is looking like we're ready for that startup. So let's go ahead and do just that engine start. Start with the left side engine. N2 rising. Speed brake armed. Auto brake set on max. We have set the parking brakes. And let's go ahead and start up engine number 2.
Must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap, pull on each side to adjust, put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for a track. Cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must...
Alright, we've gotten our signal and the person has walked off as well. Let's put down that cabin light a little bit. Not too much. Let's put it on 50% here. Okay, flaps are down. We need to check our flight controls. Let's do that. Flight control check. Why is the flight control not showing up as it should? Okay, let me go ahead and press that manually then. Mr. Flight Control, where you at? There you are. Okay. There we go. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see if our flight controls are actually working here. We're gonna pull that down. Gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it to the side, to the other side. And yeah, we got flight controls working. And then we shall okay, then we shall let our parking brakes go, and yeah, there we go. Good. We're rolling here. Let's go ahead and taxi to the end of the runway here today, which is runway 22 right that we're taking off from today. Okay, sounds about right. Okay. So we're just going to continue our taxi here. Forgot to turn on the lights there, but that's okay. We have them on now. Okay, we've got ourselves we've got ourselves here. Let's put that engine back to normal. Our APU is still running. We can turn that off. We put on our landing lights. We'll put on our wing lights. We'll put on the strobe lights. We'll put that on to takeoff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're ready for takeoff. Takeoff configuration, we can test it once we release the parking brake. We're releasing parking brake. Takeoff configuration normal. We need to get this going here. Put the weather on system 1. Let's put our TCAS on there. And we're ready to go. Okay. Look at that. Looking beautiful. There is New York right there. There is somebody coming into land. We're going to ignore that guy. And we're going to get onto the runway here. Yeah, let's just go. Okay, we are pretty much ready for takeoff here. Let's go ahead and set the thrust. Okay, let us rotate. Gear up. There we go. On that autopilot there. Good. As we take off and turn around. There is JFK right there. Beautiful. The flaps up. The ground spoilers down. But the dome lights should have gone off, huh? I'll leave them on for the time being. Okay, nose lights can come off. We are looking good. There we are. On our way towards Boston. Absolutely beautiful. 5,800 feet, climbing steeply.
offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection.
That I believe is LaGuardia or Stewart International. I don't know, one or the other. No, that's LaGuardia. Yeah, that's LaGuardia, my bad. That is, yep, that's LaGuardia right there. New York is this side, JFK is behind us, and that is LaGuardia. Right, we should have put that cabin lighting down, shouldn't we have? Put it on 25% now. We'll put away our tablet for the time being. And yeah, let's head back in there. There we go. There is New York right there. Central Park right about there. We're out of here. Look at the level of detail on this freaking aircraft. It's done so beautifully, man. It's a brilliant, brilliant aircraft. Can't believe I didn't fly this thing. I should have bought it. Anyway, we don't need our runway turn-off lights. We can turn that off. We're at 10,000 feet. We can turn our takeoff and landing lights, all that stuff, off as well. We'll leave all these other lights on for the rest of the flight today. We really don't need this one either. The dome lights. We should have turned them off for takeoff too, which we did not do. That is my bad. I should have. Anyway, not looking too bad. Have that turned on as well. Just a little bit more light in the cockpit. There we go, right there. And I don't know why Airbus does not have a glare shield brightness thing. It needs to have a panel light for the glare shield, doesn't it? Oh, it does, and I just don't know where it is. I've never seen it on an Airbus aircraft though. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we should have turned the dome lights off for takeoff. We should have taken care of the cabin lighting. I kind of rushed the takeoff there. Nonetheless, here we are. Looking all good on our way towards Boston. Shouldn't be that long. There we go. It's right there. Not too long to go at all. About 80 nautical miles to top of descent. That's all we've got today. That is all we have got today. As soon as we are about 20 nautical miles out of top of descent, we need to go look at our landing data and all that stuff. But for now, we are just cruising along here. Let me turn that off. Let me bring that down to automatic. Company message, I'm going to ignore that. Don't really care. Brilliant. All right. We are nearing our top of descent here. So we need to go down and put this down towards around 2,000 feet right there. Let's go right here. Let's have a look at what the final destination is. Final altitude rather is. It's 1,500. So we need to put it down to 1,500. Let's put it down to 1,500 right here. Perfect. And that should begin our top of descent automatically as we reach it. Let's go down and do that. Let's do that. Okay, descent has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and put our destination data there. Let's give it a bit more of drag with that speed brake out. Okay. Brilliant. Let's go in here. And then let's enter our destination data. Okay, so moving on. Our QNH at Boston, where we're landing today, is 29.87. So let's put that in. 2987. Our temperature in Boston is currently 16 degrees Celsius. We're going to put that in. Our wind at Boston. Whoa. Okay, our wind at Boston is 277. 270 /7. Okay, transition is fine. Radio, we're gonna go 200 radio right there. Landing configuration full, that is fine. Perfect. We got our data here. Now we need to go to our nav radio here. ILIP 110.70, course 329. That is correct. Okay, perfect. Perfect, ladies and gentlemen, perfect. Let's put our altitude altimeter to local pressure, which is supposed to be 29.87. It's showing as 88 in the simulator. That is fine. We are just fine at the moment. Brilliant. Okay. All this sounds great. We are doing just fine at the moment. Nothing too bad. Yeah, nothing too bad. Let's go ahead, get the passengers to wake up here. Yeah, I don't care about this, please. Thank you. Settings, sim settings. Let's put that light back up here. And then what else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? We can set our auto brake to low. Okay. Apparently we need more drag. So let me go ahead and induce a bit of speed brake there. There we go. It's brilliant, looking good. Alrighty. That is looking fantastic. Okay. Drag. Okay, that is seems like it's enough. I'm gonna retract the speed brake there. Climbing, we're descending through 15,000 feet now, so it's not too bad. When we come into Boston today, we're going to use the ILS to land into runway 33 left, and then we need to go, yeah, we'll turn off towards the end of the runway to the left, and that should take us to any of these gates, some of these large gates, and we'll find ourselves a little medium gate to park ourselves in, and that's pretty much it. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Great. 14,000 feet. We still need a bit more drag to make that altitude. Okay. Gonna give it a bit more drag. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna give it a bit more drag. Yeah, that looks good. That definitely looks good. All right. We're looking good. We are looking good. Coming down through 13,000 feet. Let's have a look at what the passengers are seeing at the moment. Alright, that is not a bad scene. That is not a bad scene at all. That looks so good, man. I don't know why this is not one of the aircrafts I bought. right off the bat, because it's absolutely brilliant. We're looking good. Look at that. Descending towards Boston, we are looking good. At least we're able to fly at nighttime in MSFS 2024 now, without having to worry about not being able to see anything. Okay, 12,000 feet coming up. Just gonna go here and put that speed brake back up. What else? Yeah, we're alright. It's just having a hard time slowing down while descending. Okay, we're heading down towards, we need drag again. I'm pretty sure we do. Yes, so I'm just gonna give it a bit of drag. We do have an altitude constraint at 11,000 feet. So, is it gonna hold the constraint or what is it doing? Yeah, it's gonna hold the altitude, I guess. Oh, it's gone down to 8,000 feet now, so that's it. This is a quick descent. We are coming in quickly. Yeah, we don't have much to go towards Boston. We have about 30. We are about 30 nautical miles as the crow flies towards Boston. And if we come in towards the progress page here, we've got deviation of 20 feet from that. That's fine. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're all right. Okay, let's see how this is gonna play out here. Yeah, we're almost exactly 30 nautical miles away from Boston Logan International Airport as the crow flies. So I'm estimating somewhere around 50 nautical miles towards our destination. I don't know why I can't read that off here. 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Just like that. Let's turn on our passenger signs as well. Nobody falls off. Okay, that's good. Got all of that functioning as it should. Looking good. Speed brakes are still out. Okay, we can put that back in. Brilliant, and we are on our way. I see a bunch of runways over there. Is that Boston already? It could be. It could be. It's a little off to our side, so that can't be Boston. It has to be somewhere there. I don't know. We'll find out. Let me bring that light in the cabin down to 25%. I'm going to leave it at 25% here for landing today. So yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Sleep on that. Okay, we're looking good. 8,600 feet. Let me actually go ahead and turn off our dome light so it gets a little darker inside the cockpit. There we go. That's good. We bring that floodlight a little bit lower there. That is perfect. Auto brake set. Ground spoilers are not yet armed. But yeah, I think we need to slow down. Come on, man. Why aren't we slowing down? 240, 220, 210. Okay, we'll be fine. I guess we'll be fine. Okay, let's check out the passenger view. Very, very nice. Oh, yes, I need to remember to run Sky Dolly here, everybody. I need to remember to run Mr. Sky Dolly. I'll do that once we get a little bit lower. I'll run Sky Dolly here. As of now, there is nobody in the chat. So, okay. Let's continue our descent here. You know what? This is our last chance to get a cinematic view probably. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. Get a quick gander at where we're going and what we're doing as we descend, ladies and gentlemen, into Boston Logan International Airport. I've never landed there. No, I have landed there once. Or have I not? I don't know. All I know is I've bought some third-party handcrafted scenery for the airport. And I don't think I've ever used it. don't think I've ever used it, so it's a really good airport. It looks good. It's a good scenery, so it's gonna be fun. I don't know how much of it we're gonna see at night, but let's go ahead and enjoy it nonetheless. Let's get ready to drop that gear right here. We'll leave this view as we drop the gear in a bit. Let's head back into the cockpit. Okay, that is definitely not Boston, but yeah. We're descending through 7,000 feet at the moment. We do need to arm that speed brake, ground spoilers rather. We need to do that. What else? What else do we need to do? You know what? It's pretty dark. I'm going to turn on the runway turn-off lights here. We need to set our nose light to taxi as soon as we drop the gear, that is. Let's see how it goes. We're down to 220 knots. We could bring the flaps down, but I want to wait till we've lost just a bit more speed to do that here. Do I have visual of the airport? I should right off here. Should be the airport. I don't have the visuals. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, time to run Mr. Sky Dolly. Sky Dolly is running. Okay, that's brilliant. So coming to land here. Okay, I think that's the airport right there. I think I see those runway lights. That should be the airport. That should be the airport. What a beautiful scene as we come into land. It's very nice. It is very nice. Okay, coming up on 6,000 feet. Coming up on 6,000 feet. When we make this turn, I'm going to turn on the localizer button here. Yeah, that has to be the airport where we're landing at. There we go. That's Boston Logan right there. That is Boston. That is Boston. Okay, we've begun making our final turn to line up with the runway. And I shall turn on the localizer. Let's see how this landing goes. Alrighty. Looking good. Localizer on. Okay, time to drop that flap. Time to drop that flap. Come on. Leave it on 1+F here. Give it a bit more speed brake so we can drop in speed there. Let's go ahead and drop our flaps further. There we go. Looks good. Localizer has been caught. Let's put it on approach now. Let's wait for our glide slope. Let's put that there. Okay, that is looking good. Speed brakes are still out. Trying to slow down here. Put the flaps down further to position number. Let's just go all the way down now. See how that goes. Hope we're not overspeeding at the moment. I didn't really... Good lord, what have I done? Windows PowerShell. I don't want that. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay, speed brakes armed, please. Come on. Speed brakes armed, flaps are down, gear is yet to be put down. Okay, gear is yet to be put down here. Ignition is on normal, so I don't know what that's about. I don't know why it says ignition. Ignition is on normal, isn't it? Or is it supposed to say that? I don't actually know. Anyway. Okay. I think we're a little early to reduce our speed, isn't it? Yeah, we're a little early to do that. It's okay. No harm, no foul. We'll drop our gear in no time. Let me see. Should I put the flaps back up? Oh, there we go. Glide slope has been caught here. Now I'm gonna go outside. Let's go and open that. Put down that gear. There we go. Gear is down. Perfect. Let's go back in here. Let's turn on some final lights. We'll put that on taxi in advance. And there we go. We're ready. Ready to land. I'll take control in a bit. No smoking, ground spoilers armed. Ignition still says it's on. I don't know what that's about. That's probably how it's supposed to be. $2,500. Should I do auto land? No, I'm not gonna do an auto land. Okay. Getting ready to disconnect autopilot for our landing. Landing checklist complete. Landing checklist has been completed. 1,500 feet coming up. Just a quick look into the cabin before we go. Look at that. All right, my aircraft, pretty much. Autopilot. Disconnected. My aircraft. Okay. Is that a ship ahead of us? I don't know what it is, but anyway.
500.
500.
Above. Minimum.
Flight slow.
Retard.
Come on. What the hell was that? Stuff that landing up. Stuffed it up for sure. Stuffed it up for sure. Okay. Gonna put that flaps up as well. Gonna put that strobe back down. Gonna put that off. Gonna put that off. Gonna put that off. Okay. Going to put that off. Going to put that off. Going to put that back on standby. I'm gonna start the APU. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was my very first landing with a Fenix A320, and I did not do well. Yeah, there was a bit of wind and whatever, but I don't think it was bad enough that I had to stuff it up that bad. But we're in, though. We're in. And nothing disastrous happened, so that's a good start. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a little parking somewhere around here. And yeah, we'll find ourselves a little gate. These are all very heavy gates at the moment. We're on the wrong side probably, but that's okay. Just gonna turn ourselves in here. Gonna U-turn. You know what, let's just go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way and find ourselves in. Yeah, this is an okay place to be at. Okay, we'll park it right here. We can park it any way we want at the moment. Let's go in here. How about that? We can go in there. So let's do that. Yeah, let's go in there. Will we fit in there? I don't know. We'll find that out the hard way. Oh, good lord, I can't see. Okay. There you go, and stop it right there. Okay. Before we shut down our engines and all that stuff, as usual, we need to take a look at the landing replay, see how terrible that really was. Because that wasn't good. That was not a good landing at all. I don't know what happened. But anyway, first time with the Fenix A320. I'm not really complaining too much. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I always have issues landing the A320. It's much more difficult in my opinion. Anyway. Time for that landing replay. Let's go ahead and check that out. Before we shut down our aircraft for the day, let's go ahead and check out that landing replay. Okay, how terrible was it really? We're way off to the side of the runway. The actual touchdown wasn't the worst, but it wasn't smooth. It wasn't exactly seamless, you know what I mean? So let's give that a shot. There we go. First landing replay. Let's see how we did. There we go, a little floaty there. Yeah, firm landing. Ooh, look at that. We wobbled a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Not the best in the world, but it's not the worst for the first time landing. Right. Let's push that back again. Let's go give it another shot. Let's see how it went from this angle. That'll tell us. Let me fast forward this a little bit here. Okay, we can view it from right here. Okay, let's see how it went. Okay, we were fine until this point where I stuffed it up. Yeah, and this is where I really stuffed it up and I started floating off to the side there. And that touchdown was not... Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the worst in the world, but that was wobbly. Yeah, that was wobbly. That was very, very wobbly. But anyway, everything else was quite okay with it, and this aircraft is absolutely beautiful, this thing. Anyway, welcome to Boston Logan, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a few more ganders at that landing replay there. Okay, we'll take a few more look at it. Let's have a look. What other view do we want to see? This one? No, that doesn't make any sense. This one. That makes sense. Let's have a look. So we're coming in. Ooh, I love the scenery. Yeah, about here is where I stuff it up. Yeah, that is way off to the side of the runway. That is not good. That is not good. Anyway, I shall take it. I shall take it. Let's have a look at the interior cabin views as well.
Think rate.
Ignore all the warnings.
Think rate.
We didn't have any.
Don't
We
think.
didn't have much of them.
Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think.
30, 20, retard.
Don't think.
All right. Take a few more replays from the cabin, and then we shall shut down this aircraft here.
Terrain.
Let's have a look. The actual rate of the touchdown wasn't bad. That's the only good thing about this landing. Otherwise, it's not a good landing. But I shall take it today. I shall take it. All right. Last landing replay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Done with the landing replays there. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. Back to our parking. There we go. All right. Perfect. Let's go ahead and shut down our engines. We got an APU running. APU is available. What's going on? Is APU running? Yeah, it is running. It's available. Perfect. Let's go ahead and shut this thing down.
Cabin crew disarm doors.
Okay. Let's bring all of that down. Let's request deboarding from GSX. Let's go. JetBlue. Let us turn that off. Let us turn these off. I'll leave this on, but I'll leave these off. Let's... what else? What else? Beacon lights off. That down to position number 1. That off. Strobe lights back down to automatic. That is off. Let's turn that back on. We'll turn that off as well. Okay, I think that's it overhead. I'll cut these out as well. Brilliant. Brilliant. Parking brake is on. This is stowed away. That is done. Throttle's good. That is fine. Everything is looking good. Put that on there. Arrived. Commence deboarding. Deboard. It's not a problem. Okay, brilliant. We can cut that out. Can actually go ahead and put that in sleep mode. We can even put it away if we want to. Okay. Alrighty. You know what? Let me go ahead and connect the external power. Phoenix ground services. Let's go ahead and put up the GPU there. Chocks and cons are on. So let's do that. Ground power available. Let's turn off the APU there. And there we go. Parking brake, TCAS standby, APU available, company message, all of that stuff. Okay. We can put our altitude reporting on off. Standby. All of this good stuff is off. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Boston Logan International Airport. We are deboarding. Or at least it's supposed to deboard here. I don't know what's going on with the cargo at the moment. I think I turned off everything too soon, huh? Yeah, I did. I turned off all the power too soon. I did. There's not enough power. Oh, there should be though. The batteries are still on. And so are the ground power connections. So it should forward cargo, aft cargo. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Alright. I hope you guys really enjoyed that flight as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. Lots more live stream to come. I'm about to do a video as well. Flying into some extreme weather is what I've got planned for the next video. So yeah, welcome to beautiful Boston, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I shall catch you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day. Have a good weekend. And bye-bye.